Next point, internal structure of human heart. Internally, human heart consists 4 chambers. Upper 2 chambers are known as atria or atrium, while lower 2 chambers are known as ventricles. At first, atria or atrium. Atrium are blood receiving chamber. They are thin-walled blood receiving chambers. Both atrium separated by interauricular septum. On that septum, there is a presence of one oval depression known as fossa ovalis. Fossa ovalis, it is nothing but a remnant of embryonic aperture, that is foramen ovale. Right side atrium receive superior vena cava, inferior vena cava and coronary sulcus. Superior vena cava is known as precaval, inferior vena cava is known as postcaval. Superior vena cava, inferior vena cava and coronary sinus, collectively these three opens into right auricle or atrium. In that opening of postcaval, that means inferior vena cava, is guarded by ischiasian wall, while opening of coronary sinus in right atrium is guarded by Thebasian wall. Again, 4 pulmonary veins collectively opens into left atrium. These are left side pulmonary vein and these are right side pulmonary vein. Right side pulmonary vein and left side pulmonary vein, such a 4 pulmonary vein collectively opens into left atrium. These 2 right side pulmonary vein, they dorsally open into left atrium. Both atrium again opens into 2 ventricles by their respective sides through aperture known as interauriculoventricular apertures. These apertures are guarded by walls. In that, right side auriculoventricular aperture is guarded by tricuspid wall, while left side auriculoventricular aperture is guarded by bicuspid wall, or this bicuspid wall is also known as mitral wall. Next, ventricles. Ventricles are thick-walled blood pumping chambers or blood donating chambers. In that, wall of left ventricle is more muscular than wall of right ventricle, and it is 3 times thicker than wall of right ventricle. In that, Again, right ventricle opens into pulmonary aorta, while left ventricle opens into aorta. Right ventricle, which opens into pulmonary aorta, that pulmonary aorta again divide into two separate branches, that is known as left pulmonary artery and right pulmonary artery. While left ventricle opens into big aorta. Both openings are guarded by three walls each. In that, a wall which is guarded by pulmonary aorta, it is known as semi-lunar wall. All these walls present in heart, they functions for unidirectional flow of blood and they avoid backflow of blood from them, such as backflow of blood from ventricle to auricle. While bicuspid and tricuspid wall shows unidirectional flow of blood always from auricle to ventricle. Okay. Next, wall of ventricle shows number of ridges. That ridges are known as columni carni or trabeculi carni. Internally or toward internal surface of ventricle, this columni carni shows so many fissures. That fissures are known as chordae tendini. Again, tricuspid wall and bicuspid wall are attached to wall of ventricle with the help of muscles known as papillary muscles, which functions for proper opening and closing of tricuspid wall and bicuspid wall. In this way, we studied about internal structure of heart.